Alright guys, I'll be taking you through the unboxing of these headlights and then the installation. These are 7-inch round LED headlights. They're going to fit any round headlight Jeep you have, whether that be a TJ from 97 to 06 or a JK from 07 to up until the new 2018 JL, which I believe they still fit. These come with the adapter, everything you need to install them. The only thing you're going to need is a 1/4 inch or whatever ratchet driver you have. You're going to want a T15 Torx bit and an extender to get in those tight places. Opening this up here, these are DOT compliant. They got everything you'll need. Right here you got your anti-flicker harnesses. These are only going to be used if you do have a Jeep JK. That's 07 through 17, I guess, because 18 they got the new JL. So here are the headlights themselves. This is basically all you need. This standard wire coming out of the back of them, that is all you need for a TJ. So this is the entire unit that we'll be installing. They come really nicely packaged. I'm pretty happy with this. I'm excited to get them installed. But first we got to take off a couple things on the Jeep, and I'll show you how to do that. First things first, we're going to open the hood here. I have hood latches, but on the stock one, you'll have the stock rubber, right? Once you get this open, you want to go ahead and disconnect your battery terminals right over there. Whenever you're doing work, you want to make sure to disconnect those in case you touch the ground. You don't want anything shortening out. There's no need to take unnecessary risk. So right here, we're doing the work on the TJ. These old factory headlights, they're garbage. They're like flashlights in the night. I upgraded to these LED ones. They got great reviews. They're top quality, really. I see no difference between them and truck light equivalent as far as the housing goes. It isn't cheap plastic. They're waterproof. They got a rating. They got the DOT compliance. They're ready to go in my opinion. So I got these 3 screws we got to take off first to get this ring. And these 3 are going to be right here, right in this corner, and right in that corner. All right. Those are those Torx screws. All right. It's going to take a T15, like I said earlier in the video. You're going to get all those out. And once you do, you'll be able to pop that ring right out and it'll look something like that. Looking in the engine bay to the headlights, you'll see right down here, this is where the connectors are. You're just going to grab down with your hand here and just wiggle that off. Might be a little corroded depending on your age. That just comes right out. You can just pull straight. There's no safety on them. Let that hang. You're good to go. Do it on the other side. Now once we got that out, that outer ring, there's actually 3 more. I can try to show you. There's one, right? And they're just the same thing, just further set in there. There's another one. There's 3 of them, all right? So you're gonna take those out too. It's the same thing, T15. One thing I want you guys to keep in mind when you're taking these inner 3 out is these are really tightly in there and they'll drop down into that enclosure where your grill is and you probably will not see them again. So take extra precaution when you're taking those out. All right, once you take those inner 3 screws out, your whole assembly is gonna back out. So you want to keep a hand on it here. This inner ring can come out as well as the glass headlight itself as a unit. There is your stock one. And that's what your adjustment kind of is going to look like. I'm not going to tweak this. My headlights are already adjusted. I'm going to get the new ones tight in there. I'll check it after. If it does, then this is where you would adjust them. All right. All right, here I have the new headlight. This is the entire unit that's gonna back out right into there. It's really plug and play. It fits right in there. You're gonna reuse that little ring and that trim piece, but that glass housing is basically gonna get thrown away. This will sit right in there, and I can't do it with one hand, but I'm gonna press it in there and get that little ring around it and those screws that were hard to get at back in, and I'll show you what it looks like after. So I got 2 of the inner screws in on that ring. I didn't tighten them down, just got them started. I want to keep this kind of free moving still. I want it to still rotate so I can get that nice and centered. One thing about the orientation you want to look at here is you got your 2 angel eye balls, right? These is going to be your high beam and low beam, okay? The orientation is the smaller one goes on top with your lettering facing on top, all right? That's how you want to hang them. I know there can be some confusion, but that's the best way to do it. All right, once you got this, you're gonna put all the rest of them in, tighten it down, we're good to go. Okay, last step is going to be just putting in your existing trim piece, or if you wanted to buy new black ones, you could. I don't really care about looks of the trim, so I'm going to reinstall these for now. And how this goes is they just press right back in, just like that, and then you're going to reinstall those 3 screws one more time, right? And that's going to seal everything up, and that's basically what the finished product is going to look like. You can kind of see a side-by-side difference here. On the left is the new headlight, on the right is that glass one. I'll get some pictures here soon when I plug them in. All right, here's the finished product, got them installed. I really couldn't be happier with them. Quality is top, in my opinion. There's really a little bit of light out still, but I'm gonna wait till it gets darker, get some real images of the light pattern, dial them in to make sure they're not pointing in someone's eyes, oncoming traffic. But they look great. I am really impressed. I'm totally gonna recommend these. I can't wait to try them out at night.